These are members of the Association for Formidable Educational Development, and they are here attending the association's District 5 in Badagry Congress. The event was well attended by members and executives from within and outside the state.
The reason for this gathering today is to mark our success story in our endeavors of trying to ensure that the growing number of out-of-school children that is known with Nigeria is actually reduced. For us here, we are celebrating ourselves on what we have done and reminding ourselves what we intend to do. Because surely, education must be for all Nigerian citizens, which is our motto.
The Congress themed the implication of leadership skills in SDG is aimed at attaining the 4th Sustainable Development Goal with the purpose of transforming the education sector.
As teachers, they are leaders. They are molders of life. They are molders of character. What they impact has a long-lasting effect on the children. So they are supposed to also exhibit good traits. They are to lead by example, to teach students what they feel is good and right, so that the children they are teaching can become leaders, wonderful leaders of tomorrow.
Known all over Nigeria as an association for low-fee education service providers, the association has been working assiduously to promote an enabling platform to achieve higher educational standard for the public through effective collaboration with relevant stakeholders.
This kind of conferences or congresses are relevant because they provide an opportunity, an avenue, a forum for people to come together, to rub minds together, to learn from one another best practices, and then to go back and use those things, to improve whatever they're doing. It's also a time of refreshing. It's also a time of reflection. You sit back, you relax, and you also look back at what you've been doing, and then you see whether you should continue doing that way or you should change it.
The chairman of the district, Mr. Sunday Ajanoku, called on low-income school owners to abide by the rules and regulations of the government.
Our children are benefiting a lot from us. One, if you cross-check well, the examination held with the state government, we know the performances of our children. They are wonderful. My message to them now is that everybody should please let us come together, to join hands together, to follow exactly what governments want us to do, so that to carry Nigerian as a whole to the promised land.
Other members of the association spoke on the importance of the Congress and the activities of the association in providing quality education at lower prices.
What we are doing basically today is for the executives and the member of this association to give account of what they have done so far, for the past 1 year they have been in the office, and to also encourage them on how to improve on their schools. School is not just for us to be making money. We also need to encourage the operators so that good services could be delivered. It is when that is done that our children can be better off.
We have been benefiting a lot in Afed, and our leaders have been helping us for so many things. When I go back to the school, I will be able to correct some things which I was not implementing in my schools. And I will be able to direct my teachers to put them in order what they're supposed to do.
Afed has sustained the local schools, let me say, in Lagos State, and as a result of that, I think I will encourage every member to support whatever Afed is doing. Give Afed the fullest support, because through Afed our schools are growing, our schools are getting better.
Since I joined Afed, I have derived a lot of benefits. One of it is programs like this that are being organized. We are being taught a lot of things, most especially on accountability, on school management. The organizers have really done a great job, and I want to believe that everybody present here today will not have regrets coming.
Afed should sustain its existence, because Afed actually fight for these children that are on the streets that could not afford to go to school because of the experience or because of the high rate of school fees. Talking about the bigger schools now, they can't afford it, so they are tenable to be on the streets. We gather them together and shut them so low and made them to have that advantage that every child has in society.
I would like to advise every Afed member that what we are taught here, we should not just allow it to die down. We should pass it across to our teachers and make sure that we pass it to the children, take them very well because they are our future. Our Afedian schools, they are low payment schools. We should not see it in such way, but we should try as much as possible to pass quality things to the children. By doing this, we'll be able to leverage on what we have been taught here.
The Congress also provided a platform to counsel and motivate members while promoting the progress of the association.